Money doesn't make you wealthy. It reveals whether you're disciplined enough to stay that way. If you hand $10,000 to someone who's careless, they'll lose it. Give $100 to someone disciplined, they'll multiply it. Why? Because discipline is wealth in disguise. Don't ask, how can I earn more? Ask, how can I become more? Because until you master yourself, no amount of money will ever be enough. Most people think their problem is money, but the real problem is their mindset. If your wallet is empty, it's not your job's fault, it's your habits. You can't fix financial problems with financial bandages. You fix them with discipline, the quiet, invisible muscle that builds empires one decision at a time. You don't need more money to be free. You need more control over the money you already have. Let me tell you something I learned early in my life. Money is not the answer to your financial problems. Discipline is. You can give a man $10 or $10,000, but if he hasn't learned to control himself, he'll still end up broke. Because it's not the amount that matters, it's the management. I once heard someone say, if only I had more money, everything would be fine. But that's not true. More money only makes you more of what you already are. If you're careless with $100, you'll be reckless with 1,000. The key isn't to wish for more resources, it's to become a person capable of handling them wisely. When I was younger, I used to think success was about getting lucky, a better job, a raise, a business opportunity. But over time I realized that the foundation of wealth isn't built in the marketplace, it's built in the mirror. The moment I stopped asking for things to get easier and started asking myself to get better, everything began to change. Discipline became the bridge between who I was and who I wanted to be. You can't buy discipline, you can only build it. And the building starts with awareness. The daily, sometimes uncomfortable awareness of how you use your time, your energy, and yes, your money. Start by keeping a record of every dollar that leaves your hand. Don't do it to punish yourself, do it to understand yourself. Because money tells a story, and if you look closely, it'll tell you where your priorities really are. You can say you value freedom, but if every extra dollar is spent on convenience or pleasure, your habits are writing a different story. When I started tracking my own spending years ago, I was shocked to see how much of my income was disappearing into things I didn't even remember buying. That's when it hit me. I didn't have a money problem. I had a discipline problem. Discipline is also the art of waiting. Try this. Before you make a big purchase, wait 72 hours. If after 3 days you still want it and it still makes sense, go ahead. But most of the time, the urge fades. That small delay gives your reason a chance to catch up with your emotion. Remember, every impulsive decision steals from your future. And every moment of control deposits into your wealth account, not just financially, but mentally. So don't measure your progress by comfort. Measure it by control. Every time you say no to an impulse, you're saying yes to your future. Every time you choose patience over pleasure, you're proving that you're ready for more. Because wealth doesn't come to the most talented or the luckiest, it comes to those who can handle it. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. And then go to work on becoming that person. It's an interesting thing about life. It always tests you in small ways before it trusts you with something big. Most people want the big opportunities, the big paycheck, the big success. But they forget one simple law that governs all progress, the law of averages. And it says, if you can't handle little, you'll never handle much. You see, the size of your bank account will never grow beyond the size of your discipline. Money is not attracted to need, it's attracted to order. And if you can't manage what you already have, life will not give you more to mismanage. When I started out, I wasn't earning much, just a few dollars a week. But someone once told me, if you can't save a dime out of a dollar, you'll never save 1,000 out of 10,000. Because I realized that my problem wasn't how little I earned, it was how loosely I handled it. I thought I needed more money, but what I needed was more maturity. So I made a promise to myself, no matter how small the amount, I'd treat it with respect. I began saving a portion of every dollar, even if it was just a few cents. It wasn't the amount that mattered, it was the habit. And that habit, that quiet discipline, changed everything. The truth is, money doesn't come to those who wish for it. It comes to those who can be trusted with it. And trust is built through stewardship, managing what you already have as though it were a fortune. Most people wait until they make more to start managing better. But that's like saying, I'll start taking care of my health once I'm stronger. It doesn't work that way. You start with what you have.